It is subscription day for me. So I have three different subscriptions that I get. I get the Mandy Lynn Plans subscription. This is for a Hobonichi Cousin. I get the Coffee Monster Co. Pen Pal subscription. This is a quarterly subscription, and we'll talk more about it in a minute. And then I also get the Sadie Stickers monthly subscription, and this is a decorative kit meant for pretty much any type of planner. We're going to start with our Mandy Lynn Plans subscription. Now, this subscription is designed for the Hobonichi Cousin, but she does have sticker kits for, pretty much every size planner out there. And this one, I get the Hobonichi Cousin like base kit with a add-on of the daily kit, and I have everything put on washi paper. So the subscription itself is $32, and then the upgrade for the washi paper is, I think, $4.50. So this will be December's, I think, subscription. I think hers always say the month that they come out in, and because it depends on the company. But I'll double check that when we unravel everything. So she always has it really neatly packaged. And then inside here, we always get a thank you card. And look at how beautiful this month's is. These are always blank inside. It's her thank you to you. And it's a way that you can kind of pass that along. I think it's a great way to include things. And she always has these to match the kit. Then we have the kit itself right here. And in the bottom here, you get a little envelope. And in the envelope, you get some kind of coupon code. This does say December. So in case you were wondering, this is the December kit. I'm pretty sure these are still in the shop. So if you really love this kit, you can go and I think purchase a one-time box. And I'm not sure that this comes in the one-time box, but everything else should. And the code this month is for quote stickers. I'm going to go ahead and put the washi to the side. We'll do this last so I can swatch it out for you. We do have, it looks like 3 amazing washis in there. I love the gray tones. I love black and white pictures. So anything that's kind of in that realm, I love. So in here, we have a large sticker. I don't know if these are considered vinyl stickers, but it's just a nice large decorative sticker. A lot of times I'll use this as a closure on my thank you note, but I use them for other things too. So the top portion here is all the add-ons, because you get like the base kit and then you get all the add-ons that she makes for each kit. So we have, these are extra, we're going to zoom in. Hold on. These are extra boxes for my Hobonichi Cousin. Her base kit really only has one box. So if you're a decorative box person, you may want to always order this. And so we have 4 full boxes. You get dots at the top and then 4 checklists on the side. The next sheet is her icons. So these are just decorative icons on their own. So you have like the fork and spoon for dinners. You get 7 of those. You have a book, like trash can, dollar signs, grocery bag, cleaning stuff, laundry baskets, crock pots, music notes, the balloon for birthdays, 4 cars, which I think is great. We have little coffees here, envelopes, and little TVs or maybe monitors, whatever way you want to use them. And a planner down there in the corner, which I also really love. I love all these colors. And then we get Monday through Sunday with all of the date dots. These are square cut date dots. It's the only sheet I think that she does with a square cut. But we have all of those. We also get a few scripts here on the sides. We have this week, next week, important meals to do in a hello weekend. Then we get some add-on washi. So you get 2 strips of each one of these designs. Really love all of them, honestly. Super cute. And they're in different widths, but they all tend to be thinner. Then we have our extra boxes. So we get 4th boxes here, third at the top and half here. And then we get our checklist on the side. And there's quite a few there. Then there is the icon scripts. So these are little icons with the script attached. You can always separate them with like an X-Acto knife or a pair of scissors and have them be, serve double duty if you wanted to. But I think having both the circle icons and these gives you a little bit more variety when you're doing your planning. Then we get the tracker little sheet. So this has a sleep tracker, 7 hydration trackers, and 7 habit trackers over here in all the different grays. And our last kind of add-on sheet is a floral sheet. So we get all kinds of different florals. It looks like we have snowflakes. Oh, those are so cute. I wish we had a whole sheet of just the snowflakes. Those are so pretty. But we have just cute little bouquets in here and those snowflakes. Next, we have what the daily kit is. It's a 2-page kit. And this is what it looks like. So you have large washi strips here that can cover the bottom portion of your Hobonichi Cousin. And then you have these day scripts that go at the top to go over, the day of the week at the top. And then you have dots. These work great for the schedule on the side. Actually, hold on. Let me pull it over. I use these all the time. These are from this last week, so you can see how the day goes over. I just wrote the day in here because I used the coordinating kit for the weekly. You can do a lot of really cool things for decorating with what you have here. These are just some of those checklists, and then I use some of the dots to write tomorrow here. You can see how the nice big washi is here. And I think I did this mostly, no, I did the weekly with all of the extras, and then I had the daily kit is what it was. So I think it turns out really nice, and I love how it breaks down. And those dot stickers, besides doing this, you can use them to do things like on your timeline to say, oh, I have an appointment on this day kind of thing. And I use that a lot. That is what our daily kit looks like. Now for the weekly kit. So again, 2 pages. On this one, we get all of our date dots. We have our Monday through Sunday in 2 strips that'll coordinate with your date dots there. This is your 1 full box. You get some decorative boxes here. Then you have these type of full boxes. They're about the size of a box on your monthly spread just to give you an idea, which are really great for putting in bigger events and that kind of thing. We get a Monday through Sunday, a checklist with the gradient here, so it's easy to separate. Some more dots, some more checklist. We have 4th boxes here, and we have some more 4th boxes over here. A couple of 3rd boxes. We have more dots and half boxes here. These are our washi, which may repeat some of the patterns from that extra washi page, but they're going to be different widths, and sometimes they're entirely different. These ones are pretty similar, just in different widths, which is kind of cool. And then we do get this box here. This is for going over at the top of your weekly spread, that area that says the month. So if you want to decorate it differently, you can. And that's pretty much everything for this whole kit. I will say that even though I get it's a cousin kit, I often use it in my sterling ink because I like this kit just a tiny bit better than the sterling ink one. The layout's a little different. All right, here are our 3 washi, and I forgot to mention this before, but we always get a little something extra in each subscription box. It's kind of a surprise. So some months it'll be washi, some months it might be sticky notes. There are a variety of different things that she might include. This month it was an additional roll of washi. So normally you'd only get 2 of these, usually these 2. So we have a small one that has these tree branches on it. It's absolutely gorgeous. I think it's going to be perfect for January and into February, just that kind of whole vibe. Then we have these beautiful icy flowers. So pretty. And then the last one is the snowflakes, and this one is actually foiled, and it has an iridescent, I think, foil to it. Just so you can see it a little better. It's really pretty. They're all really pretty, and they're all ones that I'm pretty sure I will use repeatedly. Moving on to Sadie stickers. Now, my Sadie stickers is a decorative kit, so it's kind of meant for journaling or any planner that you may want to use it in. So it kind of has a universal size to it. These are $30 for a subscription, and if you want to get a one-time subscription, say I open it and you really love it, you can get that for $40. So it's quite a bit of savings to subscribe, and that's really nice. It must have had some kind of sticker, or maybe that was a sticker off somebody else's package. I'm not sure. I do always have a harder time opening these, so bear with me a minute. I always tend to like rip it in a weird way. And I believe this one is going to say November's kit on it. There we go. Here are 2 sheets of vellum. Both are absolutely gorgeous. I really love this one. It makes me think of a cloudy night sky. And then we have the traditional plaid. I think it might be looking a little bit more blue on screen than it actually is. It kind of gives gray vibes. So it is a blue gray, but I do think it's a little, at least on my little screen here, looks a lot, oh, it's more vibrant on that side. That side looks more blue. Oh, yeah. How about I turn it over and we'll get the full effect, and it'll be even more beautiful. So with this one, we have like purples and blues in there. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Moving on. So this is the November 2025 kit, and I'm seeing purple. I love purple. And we have silver foil. I always get so excited about her kits. Her aesthetic is just so pretty. And I get all of these on washi paper as well. So we have individual florals. So, so pretty. And I can tell you what none of those are. Except for maybe a rose. Then we have our bouquets, and they have just that smattering. Just that little splatter of foil on them to bring a little sparkle. This is our elements. So we have snowflakes here, some crystals. Oh, the crystal wands are really cool. We have a cozy chair, a compass it looks like, and a bookcase, and a key. So, so pretty. Then we have edges. And these are just bigger stickers. They're about 2 inches, I want to say, maybe 1.5 inches long with a straight edge on them. And then you also get some corner elements. I'm really loving those. And in the middle, she puts in some extra florals for you that are individually cut. That'll be the same size as that first page. Then we have layered elements. This is when she takes different elements and puts them together. Usually there's a floral involved, some foiled elements, as well as a background image. This one is absolutely gorgeous. I love this one too. And like, I love the elements. I wonder, I feel like this is supposed to be like a combination of a fairy tale, really, is what it makes me think of. And I want to say Frozen, but I'm also getting Snow White vibes. I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe it's a fairy tale I'm not thinking of, because generally speaking, I think in Disney terms. This one down here is so cute. That would be great for like a snowy, you're getting a huge snowstorm day. So, so cute. Then we have the paper strips, which are just like kind of torn paper elements. Really love these. And they're great for layering together as well. And you don't always have to use the full shape. You can cut them down. Like if you want just part of one of these triangles, you can totally cut it down and then use the other portion someplace else. It's super versatile. Then we have our kind of functional page, which has all of our days of the week at the top. We have our numbers at the bottom and a couple of scripts here on the side. We have a this month, this week, notes, and to-dos. Then we get borders. So this is kind of like edges, only it's a longer strip. So if you want to go across the whole page, that really is what these are for. And they're, I think, a little taller. And they have little snowflakes in this one, as well as the glitter elements. Super pretty. Then we have our scenes. So we have the snowy mountain scene and the cabin scene. So cute. And I love how these aren't exactly like a precise square. It just really adds to it. And when you're journaling with them, they look so cute. Then we have the box swatches, which I really like as well. I've been using the larger box swatches to cover up. I'll cut them into strips and then use it to cover up the Saturday, Sunday in the Hobonichi Cousin with the color. Let me show you that. I use it on my monthly spreads mostly. This is December's spread for me in my Hobonichi Cousin, and this is what I'm talking about, where I cut the strips and cover up that color. This was November's, and it just works really well. And it covers up more than you think it will. The square boxes are kind of like a full box in my Hobonichi Cousin. These are more like your traditional like 7x9 planner. And these are more the shape and size of like a happy planner, large box sticker. Then we have swatches. I think of these like washi tape, only it has more of a organic shape to it, which is really nice. I love purple. This is such a beautiful kit. I mean, they all are, but... And then we have some silver foil elements, which is really nice. And it says, it's just a sampler here. And so everything's foiled in silver. We have snowflakes in here. We have little snow clusters. We have the compass. I think these are moons. That would make sense to me. Some constellations. The ribbon. Oh, I love this one. She has the blowing snowflake. I think she has some of those in her shop, and I think they're really cute. I use them quite a bit. I'm trying to use up some backstock, so I haven't been ordering a lot of foiled stuff, but love this as well with the trees. So, so pretty. Love this kit to death. And you can totally get a monthly spread, a weekly spread, and at least a couple of dailies out of everything that you have here, or multiple weeks, whatever you want to use it for. All right, time for our last subscription. This is the Pen Pals, so it has washi tape in it as well as stickers and usually some other bigger elements. This one runs $33.95 per quarter because she only does them once a quarter, and I know she's going to be cutting down. It's a very limited subscription, and it's a little hard to get in at first. It took me about a year to get to the point where I could be in the subscription, but it's totally worth it. Don't give up. So I do pay extra to get tracked shipping since it is coming from Canada. I prefer tracked shipping these days because the postal service just isn't amazing. And they have, especially these packages, for whatever reason, sent them back to her before. So having that tracked shipping it's totally worth it for me. Now, there are, I think, 3 subscriptions this year, but next year, I think she's consolidating it. And I don't know I can't remember if it was one subscription she's going to do or if she's getting rid of one of the other subscriptions. Oh, I think we get a sticker book. Sorry, distraction. You always get one of these little envelopes in here, and I love these. They're so cute. She custom designs them, and it's just really beautiful. And then this is our little package. Okay, so We get some amazing washi. I love her washi. It is probably some of my favorite washi, to be honest. And her little guy, these look like flake stickers. Like, you know, those rolls where they're, oh, that would be really cool. Okay, hold on. Then we have some faces in fall colors. We have, oh, the woods. I don't have this washi. Like, this is very similar to one that she did a couple of years ago. So we have like little sloth and little guys in the tree. I'm going to swatch these out in a minute. It's just, I have to look at them because I can't not. Oh, and then we have the little guys. Oh, I like the little dragon guy. And swords and a story. Oh, this one's so cute. Okay. So what? I think, is this like a sticker book? Yes, it's a reusable sticker book. And you have like these. I haven't seen one like that. Oh, this is so cool. I like this a lot. And I have tried to get some of her sticker books. Sometimes her releases, it's really hard to be able to snag anything because she is so popular. And if you're not there right when it goes on sale, some of the bigger items will be gone. So it's really exciting to have that. And then this should be all my stickers. Look at them. Oh, Mandy, thank you for packaging my order. I love these little stickers. I know some people manage to keep them. Like they'll peel them off using like undo or something. And I think I might do that next year. Because they put them in the back of their planner. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I might do that next year. Because I am debating if I want to switch subscriptions or get rid of any subscriptions, and I'm not sure where I am on all that right now. But I know I want to keep this one. Oh, look at how cute that is. It's a little book house, and it says 2026 on it. This would be good for my reading journal, which is adorable. I don't think I've done the video where I show all of them, but I know I've done a Instagram post and that's up. So if you want to see what my stack's kind of looking like, you can always get a preview there. And then the humph and the little pouty face. Love it. And she's been doing washi cards this year, so I have one for each quarter. And this one's really cute. So we have like all the little icons kind of like work up there at the top, and then Coffee Monsterz Co. And then you have a kind of rock face here. I love fairy tales. So I'm really digging the vibes. And there's a little hole punch here so that you can, you know, attach a charm and attach it to your planner or whatever you want to do. I just think these are amazing. I love them too much to gift them to somebody though. And that makes me feel guilty. Then we have the little crown emoji heads is what she calls it. Oh, they're so cute. The one problem I do have with her things is I love them so much that sometimes I don't use them because I'm like, if I use them, then I won't have them. This belongs to stickers. She did this last year too, I think. So cute. Then we have, look, we have little sword guys and fairy guys. Oh, I want another sheet of this. I hope she brings these emojis to the shop. The little fox guy and the mushroom and this guy peeking out. So cute and adorable. The little turtle. I just love all of them. And this is on washi paper, by the way. This is more like a craft paper, I think. And the emoji heads were washi paper. Ooh, I like this one a lot too. So we have, what are you calling? Storybook bits and pieces. So we have like little houses here. We have the pencils to do this week to do. Little washi tapes. I love these. Like little dividers. And coffee cups. Deliveries. Mail. Shopping bags. So cute. She does an amazing job, and she hand draws everything and like hand colors it as well. And she's a little bit of a perfectionist, so when she's not happy with something, she restarts the whole process. And I love that about her, but I worry about that for her. It makes me think of Little Red Riding Hood. I bet you that's what that's supposed to be. The Princess and the Frog. Through the Goldilocks and the Three Bears, maybe? What's the rock one? Tortoise and the Hare here. These look like Aesop's fables. There's one about a fox. I think he swallows something. I don't remember. It's been a long time, but I love them. It's called Small Storybook Doodles. Sorry. And then our last little page here is Escaping Reality Emojis. That is amazing. Ignorance is bliss. This needs to be my motto for next year. And then we have Do But Daydreaming there. The Cloud Guys. Oh, so adorable. And you always get one of these. It is so amazing. And you know what? Even if you're not getting her subscription and stuff, sign up for her newsletter, because she does a digital freebie every time the newsletter comes out. I'm not sure if it's monthly or quarterly that it comes out. I just can't remember off the top of my head. But you get little icons that you can download. Actually, I can probably insert one here for you guys so you can see. And it's a great way. I've seen a lot of people just print them out and make their own essentially equivalent of this to be able to put inside their planners, which I think is really cool. I love the sketches. All right, here are beautiful, beautiful washi. So we have the 2 head washi. Now I didn't swatch out everything in completeness because I was using a page in here that I had skipped. So there is more to this pattern, and they are identical, just with different background colors as far as I can tell. So I did this one to this guy, and then I wanted some overlap. So this is the heart glasses guy and the pattern after that, and then they keep going. So there's a couple, at least, of the heads that I don't think are on here at all. But you kind of get an idea. Really cute. And then this is the Woods washi. Again, this isn't the full pattern. It actually goes longer than this. And it's super cute. I love how she has like the lighter at the top, darker at the bottom. The like kind of copper colored foil that she chose for this just really makes it pop. And I think it's amazing. And then our storybook one has silver foil and is absolutely adorable. It might be my favorite, but I know it's hard to pick. And then that last washi is flake stickers. I only took off 2 because I was looking at it and there's not a ton on the roll. So, because I'm sure these are much more expensive to make. So I'm going to reserve some, but I will kind of spin it around for you guys. So we have stuff with like fountain pens in here and all of these little guys, book reading. I'm really intrigued by these. Now I will say they were a little harder to pull off. So I'm going to need a little bit of practice on how to do that better. But I love the concept and I love these. If you love this type of style, you can always cut out individual little guys from these, especially the emoji heads. Like if you're doing a mood tracker or something like that, they work great for those. So anyhow, that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed opening everything. I love these subscriptions. They're amazing. I love Mandy Lynn Plans. She's really great. And I do have a PR code. It doesn't work on the subscription box, but it works in her shop, which is just 10, which will give you 10% off of other things. I don't PR for these other shops, but I do love their products. So anyhow, that's all I have for today. Until next time, I'll see you guys real soon.